Yeah, sorry, I missed the Spanish Grand Prix today. I had an appointment actually watching paint dry, so I couldn't catch it. I'm afraid. What? Mercedes won again? Mercedes won yet another Grand Prix. Oh, for God's sake! Wait, what do you mean? I'm talking into a TV remote? The other teams are doing a terrible job at competing with the Mercedes. So I'm going to try and bring them down myself. Here are 5 reasons Mercedes should be penalised. Number 1 then, their dominance is boring. It is, after all, supposed to be an entertainment sport. I'm not that entertained by a team being 86 points ahead in the Constructors' Championship after just 6 races. I mean, it's all over. You might as well hand them the trophy now. This is Formula One. It's supposed to be wheel-to-wheel racing between the best car manufacturers in the world. Well, the best car manufacturers minus Dacia. And we're being denied that wheel-to-wheel racing by Mercedes' dominance. So they need to be penalised. You can't have teams doing well. That's the obvious one out the way then. So number 2 on this list is that they've copied the 2021 Racing Point. A lot of talk this year about how Racing Point's 2020 car is a copy of the 2019 Mercedes. I'm not seeing any talk about the fact that the 2020 Mercedes is a blatant copy of next year's Racing Point. I know we're yet to see the 2021 Racing Point, but I'm going to assume it will look very much like this year's Mercedes. And of course, critics would argue that it would be Racing Point that have copied Mercedes, but I see it the other way around. They've copied it. Why is no one talking about the fact that they've blatantly copied Racing Point's car next year? Absolutely scandalous. Can't believe the heat that Racing Point are getting on this matter. Facing appeals and point deductions, and Mercedes, who have just blatantly copied next year's Racing Point, aren't getting anything. They aren't getting anything. Reason 3 for Mercedes needing a penalty is Toto Wolff's comments before the Spanish Grand Prix. I mean, these were so farcical. It's pretty much comedy, to be honest with you. We need to have a clever race, manage it from the front, knowing the quickest car on the track will likely be behind us. Well, I'm sorry, that's absolutely laughable. It's if your team principal is making ludicrous comments like that, it's worth a penalty straight away. Just give them a penalty for that. It's an insult to all of our intelligence. Number 4 then is because their cars are overpriced, and then that gives them a much higher budget. I mean, it's absolutely scandalous when you look at how much you have to pay. I'm looking at a new Mercedes here, A-Class, £23,755. That is no wonder they have the most money to spend in Formula One. Because if you look at the equivalent Dacia, you know, all the same stuff, all the same gear, pretty much the same car when you strip away the badges, starting from just £6,995. I mean, that is an honest car manufacturer. No wonder Mercedes have the highest budget of all the teams, charging 23 grand for essentially a Dacia Sandero. Absolutely scandalous. Get them penalised. The final reason why they definitely deserve a penalty in the 2020 Formula One season is because they still haven't given George Russell a drive. Look, I know the logical and completely sensible decision was to extend Bottas for another year, but that doesn't matter to me. George Russell deserves a better car, and because of Mercedes, and only Mercedes, he didn't get one. They went with Bottas. Shock him. Penalise them. Penalise them beyond all recognition, because the 5 reasons that I've laid out here add up to nothing more but cheating. They're cheaters. They are just cheating their way to victory every single race. It's got nothing to do with the incredible engineering work of the team at Brackley. They're just cheaters. Absolute cheaters. Scandalous.